Yeah, YouTube, Parks here. I'm just doing a new segment. It's going to be called, I don't know. I'm not sure what it's going to be called yet, but it's working on constellers. I need to perfect constellers. I don't know. Make it as good as possible. So, yeah. The current build's average, but I'm going to go through cards that I think could work either in the main or in the side. So, the cards I'm going over in constellers. Most people know the average build of constellers. 2 Sheraton, 3 Caus, 3 Pollux, 3 Sombre, 2 Thunder King, because Thunder King's awesome, 3 LGD and a Bear. So yeah, that's the average build, and then 3 Tankies, etc. Cards I think could work either in the main or in the side are Snowman Eater, Defissure, Vanity's Emptiness, Royal Decree, because you lose to batter. Goes a match, obviously for the side. Veiler, Maxi, wherever Maxi is. Maxi, Breakthrough Skill. And then 2 of the cards that are currently in the main deck, which is a bit weird, but is Deck Lockdown. This is sorry about that. This is very meta based. Like, it's completely made to beat Prophecy and Dragons, and that's it. Like, the mirror match is horrible. If you play a mirror match in this and they're just running normal constellers with lancers and stuff, it's not even funny. You get you might as well just scoop game 1 and go straight to game 2, because you just get wrecked. It's just like Deck Lockdown. If they have tankies, I suppose it can be good, but you have to kind of open Thunder King. But yeah. Also, another card is Instant Fusion, but I've just ordered 2, so I don't actually have any on me at the minute. But yeah. So we'll talk about each card individually. Deck Lockdown. If you don't know what this does, it's neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand. No, neither players can add cards to their hand, which means it shuts down your own Sombre if you use it, because you can't add it from your graveyard to your hand, except by drawing them. And can special summon monsters from the deck. Destroy this card during your second standby phase after activation. But if you have this and Pleiades against dragons, during your second draw phase, you bounce it and play it again, because they can't use any babies and they can't add. So it's pretty bloody good. It's mint. Breakthrough Skill. This is the nuts in the mirror match, because Veiler can't hit Pleiades, because if they go against a good player in the mirror match, because Pleiades is a quick effect, before they use this effect, they'll go enter battle phase. So then, before they enter battle phase, you have the chance to respond with Effect Veiler, because it can only be used in main phase. So if you respond with Effect Veiler to them entering battle phase, they'll just chain the effect. Whereas with this, when they activate the effect, you can just chain it anytime, and you can chain it from the graveyard in your turn to stop them from doing it. So yeah, goes and match. That's just standard for dragons. Royal Decree. This is I really like it. I only run 9 traps because I always want to side in Decree against like everything, because it's such a good card, and yeah, there's not much else to it. Vanity's Emptiness. A lot of Constellar players I've seen have been maining this, but I'm not a massive fan, because I like it, but I think it's better in decks that don't run traps. Because if you set this, and say you have this set and another set, and they go effective blaster, the effective burner, and you go, okay, Vanity's Emptiness. If they do have the MST, they chain it to your other set, so then the chain resolves and this dies when your other set dies, so they get a 3+1 just off an MST, which is why I don't like it, but I can see it being, I know it's a good card. Snowman Eater. This is the nuts in the mirror match, and it's the nuts against the Evil Swarm, because you're just like, okay, set this. Oh, okay, blow it up. Blow up your Pleiades, you can't use effects in damage step, so yeah. And then Dimensional Fissure. I think this is one of the few decks this format that has the capability to side Dimensional Fissure, because with the new 3-axis Firefist coming out this weekend for the sneak peek, I'll bring some footage actually. This wrecks that deck. Firefist used to be like, oh, okay, we'll side Triple Banisher, Triple Defissure to beat Mermails, but this just destroys that deck. And with the Mermail getting new support with Fishborg Archer, if you don't know what that does, it's a level 3 tuner water. Its stats are very low. I'm not sure what its stats are. During your once per turn, during your turn, if this card's in your graveyard, you can discard one water monster from your hand to special summon it, as long as you control no monsters. This effect can only be used once per turn. So it gives you a free discard outlet and a level 3 tuner, which helps a lot with like making Dularan and Black Rose, all those kinds of monsters. So yeah, it's very, very, very good, and it gives Mermails a big boost. It's a very underrated card. If you look on Shriek, which is the OCG, there's been the last major tournament which had Shriek stats on were Elemental Incarnate Dragons won again, because they win everything over there because they don't have Star Hall, so Prophecy aren't really much of a threat. And Mermails came second with 1 Lind and 1 Sphere, but they were running the Fishborg Archer. So yeah, it's obviously pretty good. Like, I wouldn't run 1 Lind, 1 Sphere in my Mermails, but you know, I didn't come second at a tournament. Well, I came first the last one, but hey ho. But yeah, so these are the cards I've been thinking of running. However, I'll quickly run over my main deck with you because I'd like your advice, reasons, etc. But we'll just do it nice and not neat. 1 Bear because you run 3 Tankies. 3 RGD because I really, really, really want to get that Pleiades turn 1. 2 Thunder Kings. I don't know where the second one is. There's the second one. Because it's the nuts in the mirror match. It's good against Prophecy. It's just big, and if you've got back row as well, then it's fine. Honest, triple Sombre. It sucks early game, but it's too good not to play. 3 because, I mean, come on, you can make a Volcasaurus off the top of your deck. Who doesn't want to top deck a Volcasaurus? 3 Pollux. 3 Caius. I know it's Chaos, but Caius sounds so much better than Chaos. Chaos just sounds terrible. And 2 Sheraton, because these are little strikes. And he has 1900 defense. The amount of times that 1900 defense has saved me is unreal. Then for the spells, we have triple Tanky, wherever they are. 3 Tankies. 1 Book. 1 Reborn. 1 Dark Hole, obviously. Heavy. Rotor. And then for the more weirdy stuff was the 2 main deck lockdowns. They've been testing okay, not great. Just 1 MST. Yeah, that's going to have to go up. Because there's not much back row because my meta is just dragons and Prophecy everywhere. So side MSTs and stuff Prophecy, but against dragons it's just dead. Because none of them run breakthrough skill or anything. So yeah. And 2 Upstart Goblins because I like Upstart Goblin. If you read one of Pat Hoban's articles a while ago on Upstart Goblin, then you'd know that it just improves your consistency. But I couldn't find a room for the 3rd. I did have it, but I put in a 2nd deck lockdown. But that might be going out again. So yeah, traps. 2 Bottomless. 2 Compulse, because you don't need 3 Compulse. Your boss monster is a Compulse. 2 Mirror Force. 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Solemn Judgment, and 1 Dimensional Prison. So it's exactly 40 cards, and it's reasonable. I think I'm going to run it my silver qualifier. It's either going to be this, Prophecy, or Mermails. I don't think I'm going to run Dragooni again, for that anyway. I've already qualified, so it doesn't matter. Hello, text you, Matt. So I'm not really going for, to qualify, if I play my mate in, top or whatever, or in the last round of Swiss, I will scoop for him. Probably, but I'll make him give me some surprise support. But yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know. It depends. A lot of my team, etc. I'm not going to qualify. I'm going to just have a bit of fun, test some new decks. I want to test it in a competitive environment. I'm thinking about playing it next format because I've tested everything that I think will be good next format. This is me adhering to my predictions of Mermail getting wrecked, and the same with Prophecy and Dragons. So I've just been testing this and stuff like Gravekeepers and Fire Fists, obviously, but I'm not a fan of Fire Fists. I think it's a one-trick pony. It's a great deck. It has an amazing advantage system. So I know, like, oh my god, why would you not like it? It goes plus like 3 off turn 1, opening an average hand. I just don't like the fact that you can open some dead hands. Like, you don't really. All you do is make horse princes a lot and a couple of rank 3 exceeds. You get wrecked by compulse. I do realise the power of Gyokku. I think that's an amazing card. And I just think that I mean, it doesn't have the versatility of what Constellers does, in my opinion. I think it's got lots of inbuilt outs, but like, it now loses to D-Fissure, it loses to Maxi. It's not, Veiler's still, I'm not a fan of Veiler without Maxi. Like, if you get a few pluses off Maxi, they are available, otherwise than that. It loses to Abyss Chaos. There's lots of things it now loses to that before it had the stun element, which meant it was better. And it just, yeah, well, anyway, we'll see, won't we? Whatever wins the first few tournaments of the next format. But yeah, if you have any, like, things to tell me about what were you thinking. I tested some Karkadis in it, but I didn't like it at all. Because I like the +1s, because this deck doesn't really have an advantage system, like, besides Sheraton. It's just the only reason I've not cut it, because my friends cut it. But I like the +1 it gives you. I mean, yeah, that's about it. But yeah, anyway, that's all from me. So I will do another video later, tomorrow, sometime like that, I'm not sure. I'll bring you some stuff from the sneak peek on Saturday, that's what I'll do. But yeah, if you've not qualified for the bronze qualifier, whatever it's called, or a silver qualifier, then I hope you do. And best of luck in all your tournaments. If you need any help with any of your decks, I'll be happy to attempt to give you help. I'm not the best player in the world, but, you know, I'm alright. Yeah, so other than that, I've got nothing else to say, so see you later, YouTube.